Welcome to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have a home for sale behind me here. This home has not hit the market yet. So this is your first look opportunity at this home. Single story, Toll Brothers. We're in a guard gated, double gated community. So you have the guard gate up front and then a secondary gate into this community of Bella Strada. And this home, absolutely stunning. We have lake views, the 3-car garage, a casita, and there's so much to see here. And of course, Toll Brothers. So we have those 12-foot and 14-foot ceilings. It is unbelievable. 2,951 square feet of living space, listed for only $1.45 million. This is your chance to hop into this neighborhood for such a bargain. Unbelievable home. 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, luxury, everything inside. I can't wait to show you the finishes. It's been beautifully staged. Follow me inside. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Let's go tour this coming soon listing here before anyone else sees it. You're gonna love it. Follow me. All right, everyone, here we are, Bella Strada in Lake Las Vegas. Guard gated, double gated community here. These Toll Brothers, this one built in 2024. So essentially a brand new home, lightly lived in. You can see modern design, single story, 3-car garage. We're at 156 Perched Street, Henderson, Nevada, 89011. And yeah, listed for only $1.45 million. Wait till you see inside. Of course, you have this casita, which we're looking at right now. We're gonna check that out first. Paver driveway. You have the security gate going into the front courtyard. I love the stonework for the elevation here. Neutral colors. Let's step inside. So yeah, you have the security code on this gate. That's gonna be an 8-foot gate there. And yeah, you're just gonna see why people love Toll Brothers here. Just a hair under 3,000 square feet for this home. Nice courtyard area. Could do some seating, little table, some chairs. Let's look down this side yard before we head into the casita. So yeah, just 2 AC units. There's going to be 2 tankless water heaters on this home. So there's the extra one there. They have one specifically for the primary bath and then one for the rest of the home. Also going to see over here, individual AC unit for this casita. The bedrooms have their own en-suites. And this is a perfect guest home here, or guest room. If you have someone staying with you, sometimes, you know, they come on the weekday. You got to work in the morning. You don't want to go to the Las Vegas Strip. You need to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Well, whoever's staying here, they're in town. They can go party all night long, let themselves in through the gate, let themselves in here. They have their own place to stay, won't disturb you. I mean, that's a huge benefit. And trust me, when you move to Las Vegas, if you're relocating from out of state or another city, when you move to Las Vegas, all of a sudden, everyone's your friend. And all of a sudden, they want to stop and see you here in Las Vegas. So, yeah, they come out of the woodwork and all of a sudden, everybody wants to come visit. Oh yeah, we're coming by Las Vegas. Can we stay at your place? Well, yes, you can, because I have a nice room for you, separate. Resort fees are, you know, fairly affordable. Only $200 a night is what I would charge for resort fees for having friends and family stay here. Of course, I'm kidding. I love this flooring though. They do have it staged, but you can see really, really nice flooring for a casita. We'll flip that back around. And then you're going to have a walk-in closet here and the bathroom. Now, the only downside of this casita is there's no shower. But again, they're just staying here, not long term. So maybe they come inside, use one of the en-suites. take their shower and stuff in the morning. But the idea is they can come in late night, sneak in here, sleep, do their thing, and not disturb you. 10-foot ceilings inside of this casita here. And we're just getting started. This house is a wonderful house here. And the price is fantastic. So you can see 8-foot front door. I love the transom windows. I really do like the stonework on the wall as well. I like the simplicity of it, but I think it's a great look. Soft blue on the front door. Of course, it's frosted for privacy. And then here we are inside. So you have this beautiful natural wood look flooring. You can see 12 and 14-foot ceilings. Outrageous. This actually might be 14 and 16. I apologize. I'm going to go with 14 and 16 because this is much higher than 12 here. So you have 14-foot ceilings. You're going to have 12 on this side here into this office. Wow, just a beautiful, beautiful home here, and just Toll Brothers, they know what they're doing. I do love these very low windows here in this office. I like how they're sitting just above the baseboards. I love that over the slider. A lot of the times in these offices, you'll see a slider going out there. I don't see the point in that, but it's just a nice, large, professional office here. Looks like we have an agreeable gray on the walls. Beautiful lighting as well here. About a 6-inch modern baseboard. So as you walk in immediately to the right past the office, you're going to have this half bath or guest bath here. Quartz countertops, undermount sinks, chrome faucet. Kohler, going to be the brand on the toilets, except the primary bedroom has a Toto, of course. You're going to see a $3,000 dishwasher here in a few minutes when we get to the kitchen. But just the feeling of space in these homes. Not only do you have 3,000 square feet with these ultra high ceilings, just really scream luxury. And that's really one of the big differences between this and so many other builders. You have your smart panel here with all your Cat 6 hookups. So your modem would go in there and run throughout the home. Also doubles as a extra large coat closet. So we're gonna head over to the bedrooms here. Primary is gonna be off to the right. We're gonna start off to the left here. And very large bedrooms, as you can see. Seeing if I have any dimensions for these. I do not on my paper here, but if I had to guess, about 14 by 11. And then I'm going to keep talking about the ceiling height because it just makes such a difference. I feel like just it opens up the spaces so much. Walk-in closets, en-suites, 8-foot interior upgraded doors. This home basically feels new. There's not a lot of signs of life in this home. Very lightly lived in. Beautiful tile in the bathrooms. Shower tub combo here. Personally, I would have loved this tile to go all the way up to the ceiling. I think that would have been a really cool touch, and I don't think it would have been that much more expensive, but again, the builders do what the builders do. If you get a hold of this tile, it would be something you could easily... I just think it's a nice aesthetic touch. It has no function. Shaker style, dark wood cabinets. The texture on the walls is a Santa Fe texture. If I get to a good spot where you can see it on camera, I'll show you. We might be able to see it in this hallway. Definitely a luxury texture. So I think you can see it here. So you see like these little kind of marks on the wall. So unlike the skip trowel, which covers the entire wall, the Santa Fe texture just has these little imperfections throughout and a lot of smoothness on the wall. And I think it's a really, really good look. Definitely something you see in luxury homes. We're seeing a lot of this in the luxury. We're also seeing a lot of just smooth, flat walls. That's the other thing we see a lot of these days when it comes to luxury homes. So we have another bedroom straight ahead. But we're gonna turn left. You have this big storage area with the countertop here. That dark wood has a little bit of a dusty look to it, which I do like that. I think that's going to be a timeless look. I think in 15 years, it's still going to look like a nice modern cabinet. I may look back on this video in 15 years and regret that I just said that, but I feel like right now, I think some things you can kind of tell, you know, it's not going to date well. There's a new Lexus SUV that I think is really, really good looking car. It's kind of a boxier, almost looks like a Range Rover. Really like it. But that car, for some reason, I feel like it's not going to age well. I feel like in 10 years, people are going to say that car is like, what were they thinking? It works today. Love it today. Just, you know, just have that feeling. Love this dark gray quartz. And then, yeah, you can just see the dusty look on the cabinets. I know I did get off track a little bit there with the Lexus, but you know what I mean? I'm talking about things that you just, is the design going to hold up over the years? But these cabinets, I believe, will. LG, front load washer dryer. You have a shelf here over top. Big storage area here. So all your linens, everything you need can go in here. There's a doggy door here as well. We'll probably spot that from the outside, see what's going on. I'm not sure if they have a dog run or something over there. You also do have this sink behind the door. So nice dedicated laundry room. And then into this 3-car garage here. Insulated garage doors, overhead storage. Agreeable gray on the walls. You have your water softener unit over here. Your water treatment. Nice bright LEDs. And you have your water pressure valve there, your sprinkler or irrigation shutoff, as well as the whole home water shutoff. Your fire sprinkler gauge in there. And yeah, just basically all parking here. I mean, other than just where the soft water is, but this is a very, very deep garage. You're going to fit every car in here, no problem. Garage door openers on both sides. The single bay is a little bit more shallow, but plenty of room for 3 cars here. No issues at all. Nice large garage here, because all 3-car garages aren't created equal. You really have to look at the depth and the width, because sometimes the 3-car, the second car and the 3rd-car garage doors are very close together, which doesn't give you a lot of space if you park 3 cars in there. So into essentially what would be bedroom number 3 here. And again, just look at how high the ceiling is compared to, I can't even get it all in a single shot. I guess I can if I back up here, but look at that. I mean, that's an 8-foot door right there that we're looking at. I mean, just amazing. Really love it. Love Toll Brothers. This is why Toll Brothers is a premium product. This is why you pay a little more for the Toll Brothers, or a lot more in some cases, but the quality of construction, how solid the house feels, how solid the walls feel, the textures. the detail, all just top quality. And again, back to this tile here. So kind of the same bathroom we saw before. This is interesting. I don't know if those are like permanent stickers or if that's something the stager does. I'm guessing they're permanent. I'll have to check with the listing agent. By the way, thank you to Cash McCallum for letting us come out here. This is his listing. Will be going live fairly soon, but we're getting a first look at it. I'll have to check with him. I feel like if this was something the stagers did, they would have done it in the other bathroom. So that might just be here. Kind of cool. It's just stickers. High quality stickers. Carpet, perfect condition, by the way. You just have carpet in these bedrooms here. Very thick pad, high quality carpet. Into this primary bedroom. Now there are lake views from this bedroom. Throughout the home, the main living area there, this bedroom, some of the other windows are going to have the motorized remote blinds. You can see king size bed, oversized nightstands. You have these kind of little seating areas, the little seats there, plus this dresser. And there's plenty of space here. You have the slider going out back. That's going to be an 8x8 slider. Beautiful. So yeah, you can control all of these blinds with remotes. You can open them all up, close them all up. Whatever you want to do. Really beautiful primary bedroom. You're looking right out over the covered patio here with the fireplace, and then yeah, lake views out there. You can lay in bed and see the lake, but we will check that out in a few minutes. And then into this bathroom. To my understanding, this whole shower area has been remodeled after they purchased the home. So you have this double entrance shower with the freestanding tub there. Oh, that's very cool. So the fireplace we just saw on the outside is a two-way fireplace into the bathroom. Wow, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that on this channel. Or in my life, I guess. I guess on this channel, in my life, same thing. This channel is my life, but you have the little vents up top with the glass, zero threshold shower, all wrapped in this glossy, I would assume to be porcelain tile, 2 rainfall shower heads. This is really awesome. I like this a lot. Plus the wands. Wow. That is well designed and very large. I mean, look how large. Like just end to end there. Then of course your freestanding tub here. Plenty of natural light in this home. You saw from the intro, the sun is behind the house. Then you have these dark quartz countertops with the sparkle. Huge mirror going across the whole back. Those cabinets we already discussed in detail there, so I won't get into that again. And the other side, just a bit smaller. House shows very well. Your water closet with the Toto toilet with remote. And then you have the storage here, so like a linen storage. and a giant walk-in closet. Custom walk-in closet. Plenty of racks for hanging clothes. I like the light wood with the matte black. And this is the beauty of staging. Not only does it show the spaces in the bedroom, help you visualize more, but just in a closet, just little simple things. It just helps your eye when you're looking at the closet. It just feels less bare, and you can kind of just picture your stuff better. And then of course they show you, okay, we have plenty of room here for this seat, so you can put on shoes or whatever you have to do there. You could possibly put a little island in here as well. But it's so much better visually than if this closet was just empty. You have drawers on either side. So that's going to be the primary bathroom. And we'll head over to the main living area, and you have to see this kitchen, and you're about to see this kitchen. But this main living area with what I've determined to be 16-foot ceilings is unbelievable. I mean, look at the height of the ceilings here. Holy cow. Yeah, so that's an 8-foot door, double that. Yeah, 16-foot ceilings. Plenty of room for the largest couch. You have your dining area over there, and then the kitchen back here. 12-foot slider, stacking slider. Great ceiling fan choice. You have the LEDs in the ceiling as well. And I think this is a perfect setup where you have your couch, your TV, and then you could even do a bar over here. I think there's plenty of room there for a bar. Formal dining over here. You can see they have the electric hookup for dining light to hang down there over your dining table, and pendant lighting if you want. I don't know how that would look with the pendants hanging down, 10 feet. Probably have to go on Pinterest or something and see that. But they do have the hookup, so you can add that lighting if you want. And this is a massive table over here, so plenty of space for that. Of course, you have the remote blinds all the way across the back. This amazing lake view, just give you a little tease about that, but we're gonna go back there in a moment. Check out this kitchen. So we have a giant island. Dark granite with those same color cabinets here. I'll show you something about these cabinets I think looks pretty cool. You can fit 5 chairs across this island. I don't know that I would. I might do 4 there, spread them out a little bit. KitchenAid. Professional built-in refrigerator here. Very nice. Ooh, I love that wood shelf there. And again, everything feels like brand new here. Freezer side, ice maker. Nice to have the ice maker and the water maker. A lot of these built-ins just have the straight flat panels when you don't get the ice and water. So I do kind of like that. Wolf. Very high-end microwave here. Cabinets go all the way up. You're gonna need a stool. I'm 6'1", and I couldn't reach those cabinets up there. Shaker style modern crown on those. You have this glass brick gray backsplash around the whole kitchen here. Dovetail. Soft close, of course. Large pantry, wraps all the way around behind the door. Plenty of storage for food. Very good sized pantry here. And then to the rest of the kitchen. So what I like about these shaker style cabinets, I like how the drawers do not have you know, the shaker, whatever. I don't know if it's called the shaker, but they don't have the wood wrapped around it like the cabinet. So I like how they're just flat face drawers. I think that's pretty cool. Spice rack here, pulls out. I'm gonna be listing a property soon. What they did on this property coming up for me, it's over here actually in Lake Las Vegas. It's a 3rd story, 3,000 square foot condo. It's the penthouse, listed for 1.925, I believe, to be determined. But they cut holes in here and put those metal bins that hold, you know, your spatulas, your turners, you know, your cooking utensils, so that you could hide them in here so you don't have, well, essentially those sitting on the counter. Very cool. That home has so many innovative designs coming soon. Wolf 48-inch professional 6-burner gas range, plus your flat top here. I love the red double oven. Very modern looking pot filler. That is cool. That's a Kohler. Then the professional hood to match, of course. Wow. And then this would be a $3,000 dishwasher made by Cove. So high-end dishwasher here. The values here definitely is a gray matte sink there with the hole off to the side. That's a nice feature. Disposal button, your RO system, high-end faucet. But yeah, that's a luxury chef's kitchen right there. You have everything you need. Double oven, professional range, built-in fridge, pantry, pot filler. I love the windows up top, letting in more natural light. Just a gorgeous home altogether. Really, really love this home. And I think for 1.45, I think that's quite a deal getting into this neighborhood. This neighborhood's built out. There are very few property. I think there's a few spec homes left in this neighborhood, but they're not this size. And this one's already done. It has all the upgrades. It's ready to go. Turnkey. All right, time to head out back here. By the way, thank you for being here. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Silky smooth slider. I love to point that out. And we're out back now. Pavers, huge covered patio. You have beautiful mountain views overlooking South Shore, which is basically everything on the other side here of the water. You're gonna have a fire pit built in. The landscaping very tastefully done. It is a pool-sized lot, so if you really wanted a pool here, you could absolutely add it in, no problem. A lot of people don't want pools. A lot of people don't, you believe it or not. People that have had pools that didn't use them don't want them. So great opportunity for that. But again, you could easily add a really beautiful pool here. But I love these lake views. So you can see the water all the way across. These are all those brand new Blue Heron homes. And they're still building. A lot of building left to do here in Lake Las Vegas. It's just a beautiful community. And I like how this kind of slopes down a little bit. I think it gives you more kind of space, or just a feeling of space. And then these homes obviously lower, so you have those beautiful views. And at night, all the lights just light up all across the hill there in South Shore. Really beautiful. And then this is going to be that covered patio on this side. Kind of your private little space here with the fireplace coming right off the primary bedroom. That's it for this one. $1.45 million. 156 Tre Pietra Street here in Bella Strada. Toll Brothers, double gated. You have the guard gate and the single gate. It's ready for you. Call me before this goes live on the market. You could get in here quickly. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Thanks for watching. You want my free buyer's guide? Scan this QR code, take you to a landing page. I don't share your information with anyone. I will give you a call and you'll automatically get a copy of that buyer's guide. Thank you. I will see you on the next one.